All right. Okay, we have Michael Jackson, right? Whitney Houston. Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
Marvin Gaye. And Tupac. Okay. If you can get one album out of two of those people, who would you pick?
If I can get what?
One album out of those two of those people, who would you pick?
Probably Pac and Marvin.
Shit, I agree. I wanted to argue with you. I thought you was gonna say like, I wanted to argue with you. I thought you was gonna say Michael and Whitney, which would be the cliche, but
no, Pac and Marvin, man.
Mine's is mine's was either Pac Marvin or Pac Marvin or Bob.
Yeah, I can see Bob.
Yeah,
I could put Bob Marley up in the mix.
And only why? Okay, now I'm gonna elaborate because let's do it. Because Michael and Whitney, they died under their circumstances. Yeah, y'all killed yourselves.
Yeah.
You know, Jimi Hendrix, he overdosed. You know what I mean? But those other guys, like, okay, with Bob Marley, you know, you can't stop cancer. You know what I mean? Like,
that right there. I agree with you on that. I know where you're going with that. Let me just put it that way. I know where you're going with that. Like me personally, it's because they was in their primes.
Right.
They was in their primes.
But
Pac was in his prime. And the boy Marvin was in his prime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just came off of the he just did that little yeah. Also, did you like, you know, the national anthem joint?
Oh yeah, but that's Jimi Hendrix.
No, Marvin got a national anthem. You ain't seen
no. Educate us. Go ahead, cool.
You ain't seen Marvin Gaye's national anthem? Oh,
no.
You gotta check that out. Check that out, man. When he was at the Lakers, I forget who they was playing, but it was like a Lakers game. Man, he killed. He did it in like a soul rendition. Like, he ain't do it in like the traditional type of. He did it in that, like, you know what I mean. Like, you got to go check it out. I can't even describe it to you. I ain't even gonna try to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like I said, like the thing is two, but Bob Marley, you can't stop cancer. Tupac, I mean his life
he was in his prime.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Machiavelli, he just came off. And how many albums released after that did he have? Can you if he was able to fine tune that and put a lot of songs into that, he would have made it like, man, come on, man. Changes. The other one, with Biggie, Dying to Live, or whatever that song is.
Yeah, but we can admit that I know the cliche answer will be Whitney and Mike, but they had a chance.
I mean, because personally, I really ain't trying to hear that. I really ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with, like, you know what I'm saying? Because with Mike and Whitney, I mean, there was, I mean, what song, what are you going to do? At this time, you got Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got different type of Mary J, you got different type of artists coming in, man. Like, I ain't really trying to hear, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is bopping to that type of shit. Like they ain't really trying to like hear ballads. Ballads. How long was it gonna last for? Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, because that's when Whitney. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not shitting on them too because those are my
your baby
those two right there. I mean, I remember y'all having a discussion about the top 5 hip hop or whatever, and certain people got to be excluded. I mean, we got to make this rule right now. When you're talking about the top 5 hip hop, you got to get KRS-One out of there.
Why? Whoa.
Out of there.
Why do we got to get
Run DMC out of there? Cool G Rap out of there. Like you got to get these guys. Rakim out of there. And
Rakim is out of your top 5.
These guys out. We got to get these like Whitney, Michael out of there. Prince out of there. We can't. Like, what are you gonna do?
I need you to land your plane.
What are we doing? What are we gonna do?
I need you to land your plane, sir. I need you to know, like, we got to get Rakim, KRS-One, Whitney Houston out of there. Why?
No. Oh, you're mistaken what I'm saying.
I'm misinterpreting you.
Is,
I need you to elaborate, sir, because
what I'm saying is on the top 5, they're not even
okay.
They shouldn't even count. You got to in 2023, you got to be specific about because KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all these type of they're not even their music is old considered, like you're not even listening to them. You're not even listening to them. Let's keep it real. So therefore, people our age, who's almost 50, who's 50 or almost 50, I ain't afraid to say my age. And you know, who's almost that? Motherfuckers got to be like, yo, when we do the top 5, these guys are excluded because
I see what you're saying.
They're like gods.
Okay,
we're talking about Jesus compared to God.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's like we don't even need to talk about them. They're already who they are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They're
already who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Because I'm the same way, D. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even mention them because we already know. Like, just don't need to even bring them up. You know what I mean? Like, they are who they are.
That's good because I heard Christian do. Okay, damn, I said it. I didn't want to say it, but I heard like he said J. Cole's. Now I watched the video of J. Cole's today, and guess who he said his favorite rapper was?
Good.
Tupac.
Right.
So if he has Tupac in his favorite shit, how are you not gonna have this is where you got to take certain people about the. I ain't say Tupac's not excluded out of what I just said though. Like you know what I mean, KRS-One, Rakim, Cool G Rap, shit. There's a few other like you know what I'm saying. You got like MC Light, like Little Kim compared to MC Light. Fox, really? We gonna do that shit? People our age gonna really do that shit? Light as a rock. We really gonna do that? Little Kim has some hot shit, but it wasn't for. You gotta do the like we gotta like that top 5 list. That's a slippery slope. That's one of them things where you just go down the road. You just go down the road to where like, okay, well, it's not gonna sound compared to the age group, compared to the you know what I mean. So it's not gonna go down. It's never gonna sound right. I like this because if I do my top 5, I'm gonna do KRS-One. I'm gonna go through all. I'm not even gonna get. It's gonna. By the time I get to number 5, it's gonna be down to Biggie, Pac, Nas, Wu-Tang, shit like that. Like it's gonna be into that.
My thing
so it's never gonna be fair.
Yeah, no. My thing is this. Let's just wake something up real quick, which you never And I'm not trying to challenge you, my brother. But my thing is this: the first time, and this is a subject change. The
Right.
first time we heard Jay-Z was on the Hawaiian Sophie, right?
That's right. Yeah, with Jazz Up.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, the first time, my thing is this. I'm just gonna say this simple and plain. That Jay-Z had to play catch up. Nas made his classic, and all these guys made those classics in their early 20s. Jay-Z is older than those guys. You know what I'm saying? You had to, the first time we heard you was on a Hawaiian Sophie. The first time we heard Nas was Street Disciple. My wife is Trifle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had to.
We heard some
You
Sophie and
had to play. You had to play.
Let's keep it a rap. You know?
My thing is this:
Go ahead.
Jay-Z. I'm coming up with somebody. Jay-Z came up, and nobody wants to admit this. Came up with the Rock M and KRS-One era. He was doing shows with Big Daddy Kane. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He comes from that era.
That's right.
He comes from that era. He should be in the same book with those guys. If you were so, you see what I'm trying to say? If you were so hot, you would be mentioned with those guys. You came out when you was 25, when Nas and them was 19 and 18, and Big and them was in their early 20s. Jay-Z was like fucking 27. He was over there with Kane and them. Before Nas and them was kids.
I know. That is.
You see what I'm trying to say? I know I'm not articulating it the right way, my dear brother.
That's true.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Jay-Z predates.
I mean, you're right. Because by the time I heard Nas, that was like 5-6 years later. Like,
but Jay-Z predates that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
when I heard Hawaiian Sophie, and then fast forward,
so
Nas, I was like,
so that's what you was doing when Nas and Rakim was 17 when he made Paid in Full. You see what I'm trying to talk about, D? So this guy had a chance to pick off of everybody. You see what I'm trying to say? And then become Jay-Z. And come up at 27, 25 years old when these guys are fucking 19 years old. It was your advanced ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I peeped that.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say, D? How come you
basically saying Jay should be judged by?
All right, when Nas,
Sophie,
you did Hawaiian Sophie.
Is he supposed to be judged by Taron?
No.
By Hawaiian Sophie.
My thing is this: when Nas did Live at the Barbecue at that age, you did Hawaiian Sophie. But that's what I'm trying to say. The bars, D. That's what I'm trying to talk about. When you was at that era, and you're older than Nas, so you should be better. And
because I'm gonna keep it real. I was fucking with OC. I was fucking with motherfucking what's that nigga Smooth
the Hustler,
Trigger the Gambler, and all that. Like I was fucking with that, and that. So when Jay-Z came in, it was easy to accept them because you know what?
But he was so much older than those guys. Look, he was
no. Listen, but it was easy to accept them because that style sounds similar. The style sounds similar. It was it like you know how I mean even today, like you know how you can hear you be like, I don't know, like is this the same artist? And like because the rhythm at that time, it was, you know what I mean? If you listen to Smooth the Hustler, you'll be able to say like, yeah, you know what I mean? That sound like Jay.
I'm gonna give you a fun fact. You know,
That sound like Jay. That sound like Jay. That like if you listen to some, if you just go back and just listen to some of the shit, you'll see, people don't want to admit it because you know what I mean. They hold the guy like you know what I mean. He was able to put it together. His business, I guess, his business acumen is way better than them, but. And he came up in a different. He tried to, you know, he capitalized on a different time, fucking with B and all that shit. But when I hear that shit, when I hear AZ, when I hear Smooth the Gambler, when I hear OC and I hear them dudes, Word Life and all that shit.
word,
yeah.
life.
Listen, yeah. Listen. Okay. I mean, you know, it's one of those. It's one of those things to me. You got to be really on to know that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on. You got to be a hip hop head to even pick that shit up. To know like the rhythmatic sounds that change. Like damn, that nigga sound like.
Hey, I'm gonna throw you a curveball. You being my West Coast brother, you know who are super besties, which you wouldn't know.
Who?
Smooth the Hustler, and Ice-T.
They're best.